Tune in to the Big Dogs Playhouse podcast. I'm your host, Tojo. And for those of you tuning in for the very first time, please allow me to welcome you to the Playhouse. And those of you that's been riding since day one, drop your tops. Let's ride, baby. Once again, we back to the Big Dogs Playhouse podcast. I got a special guest in the building. With further ado, I'm going to let him introduce himself since he's a legend from around here. What's happening, Dirty?
What's up with it, Dirty? This your boy Kemo V, man, a.k.a. Michael Raxon. You know what I'm talking about? Whole 9 representative, man. You know what I'm talking about?
You dig?
Nina Pop, y'all. I'm the Nina Pop man.
The Nina Pop man? From back in the day?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
man.
well, go and pop your collar then, bro.
It ain't gonna stop. The slang don't stop, man. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what it is.
I'm here to goddamn spit the spill, man. What it is.
Okay,
Big Dog
man.
Podcast. I'm in the building, baby.
Shit.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get to it. What high school you went to, Dirty? You know how St. Louis do.
Man, I went to Pattonville, dog.
Okay. I went to Oakville, so you know what I'm saying. I went to
Pattonville.
Beaumont and went to Oakville.
Out there in the county.
Yes,
I got
sir.
the DCA. I was one of the first DCA students.
What
know
year?
What I'm saying? What year I graduated?
Yeah.
92.
92?
Yeah.
Oh, I was a little bit before you. I was a D-Sig in 1984.
Yeah,
Oakville
92.
Senior High School. What neighborhood you come from, bro?
Walnut Park. Walnut Park.
Walnut Park?
Yeah, that's where the mail from.
What
What's
street?
her name? Sherry. Yeah,
Oh,
Sherry and
Sherry.
Goodfellow. I grew
Okay.
up on Sherry and Goodfellow.
Oh. You know Wayne Moody?
Yeah. Yeah, I know Wayne. Jarvis, Wayne.
Shout out to Wayne Moody, man.
Yeah,
I don't know where you
Wayne
at. I know
Moody.
that B.O.P. got you somewhere.
Dog. 6-1
But-
Sherry Blood
Yeah,
gang.
you know, that's my man. We was in Memphis together in the FCI.
Yes, sir.
But yeah. So check this out. Tell us a little bit about Young Kemo off Sherry.
Man, I was born on Sherry. You know, they try to say motherfuckers in the hood, people in the hood, you know, if you ain't born there, you ain't from there. You know, that's how St. Louis do it anyway. You know, if you ain't from the hood, you ain't from. You weren't born on the block, you ain't from the block. So, I was from 6th Trade, 63rd on the block. You got 6th Trade, 6-1, and the 6-0, you know. But, you know, man, I was born on the block, man. I grew up. You know, when I was actually my granddaddy owned a funeral home. You know what I'm saying? So my daddy died in the bed, laying in the bed with my mama at 28 years old. Dog.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
he fought in that war, that Vietnam War. He came back crazy. You know what I'm saying? He died of the doctors gave him some kind of medicine to like stabilize his thoughts.
Okay.
And the medicine killed him. You know what I'm saying? So I said that to say this. My granddaddy was he owned a funeral home. So he prepared my daddy for his funeral. You know what I'm saying?
All those years.
So he, you know, that's a hard. Just letting you know how hard my granddaddy was. Dude was a straight G. You know what I'm saying?
What was the name of the funeral
U.S.
home?
Ivy. Big up to Ivy Funeral Home.
Ivy Funeral
Yeah,
Home? Where was
you
located
know,
at the time?
Martin Luther King.
Okay.
A long time ago, man.
Somewhere
The
on Martin
70s.
Luther King?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and when my grandmama died, my granddaddy prepared her body. He prepared his wife for her funeral. So as a child, man, I grew up like seeing hearses. You know, my uncles and them used to pick me up in hearses before I ever even knew what death was. You know what I'm saying? My uncle would pull up in that hearse. I'm 5 years old, put me in the hearse, take me to my granny and them house. I'm like, what's that in the back? It's a dead body wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? He's like, don't worry about that, boy. Keep your head straight. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first experience with death. Then I seen another cat die. You know, my first experience of seeing somebody dying when I was like 7, riding the river road. Remember River Road?
Come on, man.
Rode the river
What
road
you
with my
talking about?
partners on the bikes, and we saw a cat running out the jewelry store with a fist full of jewelry in his hand. He jumped in the car. The police dome caught him, shot him right in his head in front of us. And that's the first time I saw somebody die, you know, but it wouldn't be the last. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
station in New
St.
Hartford, River Road.
Walnut Park was a terrible place to grow up. You know what I'm saying? But before crack, it was raw. The hood was beautiful before that crack came. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At first, you know, the HipHop came, and we had the Biz Market and the Run DMC and the Rakim and all that. You know, that music was inspiring to black people. But But then when that crack came, everything changed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Run DMC made me, them the first cats that made me want to spit some rhymes. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was a little Run. I thought I was a little Run. Dog, I love Run. See, y'all don't know about Run, dog. Run was that guy. He was that guy. I'm telling you, man. Y'all just know him from Run's house, the young folks. Yeah. But they don't know who Run really was. That Run DMC, man. Them niggas was like, dude, what y'all think Drake is right now? They was 20 times more popular than that. Because they were the first people that brought the rock, mixed rock with rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was trendsetters. So shout out to Run DMC, man. You know what I'm saying? Walk this way. Hit It Run. Yeah. Mary, man, come on, man. Them guys are rock stars, man. Run DMC, but yeah. But you know, growing up in Walnut Park, like, man, it was good until the crack hit. Then the crack hit, you know, we started claiming them gangs. Then the California cats came down to the hood. First, it was the Muslims. Remember the Bay Muslims? They came and was kind of turned the hood out with the work, with the yay. And then the California cats came with the gangs, and they put the gang banging down in the hoods. Yeah. All the neighborhoods, everybody, some bloods came down with the work. It was fronting us the cocaine. Front everybody bricks, and they was turning us out with their gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think my hood, they had us claiming like Cabanella Park or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But something like that. You know, but they was pushing their hoods, L.A. hoods on the St. Louis cats, turning us out. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But then, I guess they thought we was like, you know, we was some soft ass. I don't know what it was, but it ended up being a war. Ice Cube got a song about that shit called
niggas want their cornerback.
Summer Vacation.
Yes, sir.
They came and we shot it out with them. I wasn't really out the porch yet, but I witnessed it because it was happening on my block. Mm-hmm. Shot it out with them niggas and sent them niggas back to California. You know what I'm talking about? But then we started banging a different way than them. We lost all the because they're more in California. They're more organized with the gangs, but when they left, we didn't know nothing about it. They didn't get to teach us everything. So I think in LA they were banging they bloods were banging their hats to the right. We say fuck it, we gonna bring ours to the left. But the bloods in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, whatever they was doing, we kinda did it our own way. You know what I'm saying? They might wear their flag to the right, we wear our flag on the left, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that's pretty much how it was, man. You know, we was banging our own blocks. Like, we'll bang 6-1 Sherry Bloods. We say, forget Campanella Park. We're going to bang 6-1 Sherry Bloods. Or, you know, the College and Carter Crips, they bang CNC. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of put down the LA sets and had their own sets because we had real hoods here just like they did. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was a big part of my childhood, the gang banging. I joined the gang when I was like, 15, 16. I joined the Blood. You know what I'm saying? Pyru. You had the Cali said then you had your St. Louis hood that you claimed both of them. You know what I'm saying? I started banging the Blood gang. But here in St. Louis, you know, when you jump off the porch, niggas might come through spraying the hood up. If you want to get out there and sell some dope, you got to be what they is. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sell no dope on the block and just be like, I want to make some money. I just want to get paid. I ain't with the gang shit. No, you got to be down for whatever the hood down for. So that's how I started claiming because I wanted to sell dope. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I started.
So who, when, and why made you want to be a rapper?
Run DMC. Ever since I was 5, when I first heard Run rap, I wanted to be Run. I used to wear the Adidas with the, you know what I'm saying, the 3-stripe Adidas with the fat laces, you know what I'm talking about? And Run made me want to rap, dog. Ever since I heard dude rap, you know, I wanted to be just like him. So I came up writing rhymes, beating on the tables, you know what I'm saying? Fucking the lunches up at school, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and then I started a group when we was young. When I would go to studios, man. And as soon as they heard me rap, they'd be like, get in the booth. You ain't got to pay nothing. Just get in the booth. I never had to pay for no studio time. People just heard my voice and just want me in their booth. Okay. You know, so I really didn't know nothing about like buying studio time for nobody.
So how old was you when you first really started rapping, going to studios and stuff like that?
Probably about 13 or 14.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's moving around.
Yeah, then I met Chaos. Above Average with DJ Chaos.
Okay.
But he wasn't DJ Chaos back then. His name was Plato.
Okay.
And I met him when we was kids because he heard me rap and he was like, dang, you tight. You know, Charlie Chan heard me rap.
Okay.
And I went over there and was rapping. He made some beats for me. And I was rapping in his studio. Chaos came over there. And that's how we got together.
Shout out to Charlie Chan, Soprano, gangster.
Yeah, that's
so,
my dog.
So y'all original group turned into the whole nine, rolled over into that?
Well, we was above average at first.
Okay.
And then one of my partners, I think one of my partners named Chum, you know what I'm saying? He put the money behind the whole nine later on. But there was another partner I had named Big Henry that put the money behind above average.
Okay.
I met Chaos when I was 14. I think we might have started the group when I was around like 15. Because we had opened up a store, 15 to 16. We opened up a show for Easy E at the West End Rec Center. And this little dude his name was, he was from College and Quarter.
Okay.
He was from College and Quarter. He heard me rap. He heard us rap. He was like, I want y'all to open up. He had looked on the back of a CD, got Easy E number. He went number 17 and got dude to come on a promotional tour. He just caught him on a promo tour. Then had to get Easy nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when Easy came, man, I straight up met Easy. I couldn't believe that shit, man. That nigga got off the tour bus with a right. I couldn't believe it, man. Up there, this nigga a Compton Hood Street nigga. This nigga got off the radio. You know, motherfuckers carry them big ass boom boxes. Man, this nigga had a boom box. He got off his tour bus. That motherfucker was blasting some rock music like. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's easy.
I'm like, damn, this dude like this. Then he had a big ass afro. Nigga, his fro was just big and fucking wild and shit. And this nigga was straight playing rock music that close to his fucking ear like that, dog. I'm like, this nigga weirder than a motherfucker, dog. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Easy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And dude, that's how I met Bob and first heard of Bob and Hood. You know what I'm saying? Because Bob and Hood was
Big
throwing
Bob
out.
Hood.
Yeah,
Security,
Big Bob.
security.
Shout out to Big Bob and Hood's ambassador, my niggas. They was throwing shows in St. Louis back then. Them was the top guys that was bringing all the acts. You remember
the Smith
that, right?
Center.
The Smith Center, right? And I guess Bob was the face of it or something.
That was the security. Bob and Mr. Smith, Steve, and local promoters and stuff like that on Lee and Dry called the Smith Center. That's why I was a part of that.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's why when I saw him, I'm like, I know who you is. You know what I'm saying? You was fucking with them Smith Center guys. So, my partner had threw a show. I used to, back in the day when I was a kid, I used to think it was Bob and Hood throwing them shows for real because them niggas came and got this nigga, beat the hell out of his ass. Like, nigga, you ain't finna bring no more shows, this motherfucker. Pop this ass up, you know what I'm saying? He ain't bring no more of them motherfuckers neither. I think they motherfucking when that nigga came back to my house, nigga came like, man, I just got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? I just got kidnapped. This nigga legs all bruised up and shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, what's wrong with you? But he wasn't
kidnapper nigga.
He wasn't my homie. He wasn't my homie back then. He ended up being my homie. He was a Crip. I was a Blood, so Bloods and Crips didn't fuck around back then. But we were so tight with the music to where he wanted us to open up for Easy. That nigga came to my crib. I don't think I'm gonna do the show. I don't know. That nigga couldn't even walk. Motherfucking legs all bruised up and shit. He said them boys put his ass in the trunk when he opened up. when they opened up the trunk, they just got to hit his ass with baseball bats. Bow, bow. You know what I'm talking about?
So when did y'all roll over to be the whole nine? Or did the other group, as you and him as the other group, did y'all put any music out?
Did me and Chaos put any music out?
As the first group?
As above average? Yeah, we did. We had a song called Heads Up. We had a couple songs, man, as above average.
Radio play?
But we didn't get no radio play.
Okay.
But I moved to Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about? When I moved to Atlanta, because my mama, I was kicking up so much dust, you know what I'm saying, getting in the shootouts, banging and shit, banging on motherfuckers to where my mother was like, nigga, you gonna die. Get your motherfucking ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? What happened was me and the dude that got kidnapped or something, we became real good friends. Okay. You know what I'm saying? When I got about 19, this nigga had, did I say his name? Because I don't want to say his name. Okay, good. He shot a motherfucker over $5 and killed the nigga, right? So he had to get out of town and move to Atlanta. We still weren't that close like that for me to be doing what I did. But when he went to Atlanta, he couldn't call nobody. The police, and it was all over the news. The police was at all his houses in St. Louis, everywhere he hung out trying to find him. So he had to dip.
He was on the run.
He had to dip, yeah. He dipped to Atlanta. I never been past the east side, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about nothing but I ain't know shit past the circle, you know what I'm saying? Unless I'm going to school and coming back, you know, on the bus or some shit like that. But I ain't know nothing about no county or nothing like that. So this nigga called me, and I'm like, hello? He like, man, I need to see a familiar face. I'm like, what? Who the fuck is this? He like, man, this. Oh, I'm sorry. I got you. We'll blink it out. He like, nigga, I need to see you, bro. I know we ain't cool like that, but man, I need to see a familiar face. I'm in Atlanta. Can you come see me? I'm like, man, I don't know. Let me think about it. So I talked to my mom about it. She was like, man, get your motherfucking ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Your ass gonna die if you stay in this motherfucker. All this shit you doing, all these niggas you get into it with. And it was her fault, because I can tell you about that lady. She used to have me fighting niggas in the hood when I was 5, just motherfucking grabbing me by my arm like, fight that nigga, beat his ass, beat it. She put the shit in me. Then when goddamn I started getting, turning up on motherfuckers, now I got to get out of town. I'm too bad. You know what I'm saying? You made me this motherfucking way. My mama a gangster. She was a straight G. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? She told me, get the fuck out of here. You need to go. So I'm like, man, I thought about it. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll slide to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'll give you the money, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? So I left. When I got there, this nigga was at the bus station, dog. This nigga was just, I'm talking about, dude was just dirty from head to toe. He was just fucked up. And when I saw him, me and him wasn't cool like that. I was like, man, I can't. I hugged that and I gave him a hug, and this nigga hugged me tight as a motherfucker. Like, I'm talking about this nigga about to choke, break my motherfucking neck, because he hadn't seen a familiar face in so long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I just hugged him like, man, I ain't leaving till you all right, bro. I ain't gonna leave you like this, bro. You gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a little baby and shit, like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be all right, my nigga. So he took me back to this crib he had. You know what I'm saying? It was a little fucked up little apartment. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like some St. Louis shit, but it was like, you could tell it was kind of like a little ran down, little apartment complex. And he ain't had no furniture in that motherfucker. It wasn't no curtains on the windows. You could just walk in and see this nigga, and he had a little pile of dirty ass clothes he was sleeping on, and nothing in the refrigerator. I'm talking about nothing. This nigga was hungry as a motherfucker. Man, I took him to get something to eat. This nigga, I don't know, he just inhaled the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, bro. So I stayed for about a week or so. I let him wear my clothes. I had some fly little clothes. I got them fresh and shit. You know what I'm saying? But after a couple weeks, shit, nigga, my money started, you know what I'm saying, getting low. You feel me? So I'm like, damn. I'm like, shit, I said I ain't gonna leave this nigga until he all right. He had got a job, but he'd be scared to work at the job because he thinking they gonna get his ass. He using fake names to get jobs, and then he'll probably just steal something from the job and quit. You know what I'm saying? He'll steal something from the job and come back to the crib, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I'm like, shit, man, you know what? I don't know what the fuck we gonna do, dog. So we went to the store. We walked to the store one day. And we walked to the store, we trying to get something to eat because we both hungry. He go in and steal a pack of bologna. You know what I'm saying? He like, I'm finna steal something. I ain't stealing shit. Fuck it. I just stole. Fuck this shit. I'm figure it out. He went in there and stole a pack of bologna and got caught. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there looking. I'm like, this nigga finna go get extradited back to St. Louis for that murder. For a motherfucking pack of bologna. You know what I'm saying? And before I knew it, they just, he walking out. Because there was a little security guard in there. I saw the security guard talking to him through the window, but then they let him go. He was like, man. I said, what happened? He was like, man, they just told me to apologize. Man, they felt sorry for me. I was like, wow, that's crazy, man. Let's just go back to the crib. We'll figure something else out. So on the way back to the crib, a dope fiend came up to us and was like, y'all got some yay? Y'all got some hard? Shit, we looked at each other like this. You know what I'm saying? I say, wait a minute. We gonna be right back at you. I say, where you live at? The girl walked us, her name was Sam. She had a sister named Michelle. She walked us to her crib, and she showed us where she lived in and shit, right? So goddamn me, I ain't know how to get no work. So I started calling St. Louis, like calling all different kind of motherfuckers trying to see who was down there in Atlanta that I knew. I found my nigga Cal. So I called Cal. He like, yeah, I can get you some work. You know what I'm saying? So me and my partner, we catch the motherfucking martyr all the way over to Calvin house. Cal hooked us up with some work, nigga. We came back and turned up on that motherfucking ass. Got rich as a motherfucker, me and that nigga. I call that nigga right now. Me and that nigga got rich as fuck. Nigga, I had so many goddamn cars. I went up to 20 years old, nigga. I was, nigga, look, dog. Look, I'm 20 years old, nigga. I'm getting a motherfucking quarter chicken. I'm busting that motherfucking down. I'm getting a quarter brick. That's a 9. I'm breaking them. Do the math, nigga. I was making, nigga, 9 ounces, nigga. That's 12.6 selling 1 gram 50s. 1 gram 50s to the dope fiends. I'm making $12,600 off a motherfucking 9 every 3 days at 20. But I came for nothing to that. You know what I'm saying? I came for nothing to that. 5 cars, nigga, cribs, nigga, boy. Atlanta wasn't no joke, nigga. We was selling dope to Bobby Brown. What's that nigga name? Jake the Snake Roberts. Remember the wrestler Jake the Snake? Nigga was buying all work from us. All yay. All yay on my kids, dog. I ain't bullshit. I was serving Jake the Snake motherfucking Roberts.
Should've got the snake.
Bobby Brown, nigga.
Should've got the snake.
Yeah, that nigga Bobby Brown used to have goddamn motherfucking pack of Newports with all crack cigarettes in that motherfucker. He just smoked the motherfucker. He'd take all the Newports out, stuff the motherfuckers with crack, nigga, and put the motherfuckers back in the goddamn box, nigga, have a whole box of Crackerettes. You know what I'm saying? Smoking the shit out them cold-blooded motherfuckers, chain smoking them guys. Nigga, that's the shit I know about, bro. Experienced that shit. So Atlanta is a motherfucker. That's why I tell people, you know what I'm saying, I come from the kind of hood that you want to get out of. I understand them Atlanta niggas, because they hoods is fun. It's fun to be in they hoods. Nigga, them niggas can get jobs if they want. Every nigga that sell dope in Atlanta, it's a choice. He chose to do that shit. Where I'm from, we ain't had no other choice. In my city, we ain't had no choice. We had to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Most of us. You know what I'm saying? But there, you get just like that movie ATL. What was that one nigga problem at the end of the movie? He couldn't find the right job. Nigga, what? It ain't that he couldn't find a job, Tojo. This motherfucker couldn't find the right job. That was his problem in life. That's Atlanta. That's Atlanta.
I lived in Atlanta in 99.
Yeah, I lived there for 5 years, man. Yeah.
I ain't making 5 years. I moved to the Bureau of Prison.
That's why I understood. that's why I understand that Young Thug shit. I get it what that DA saying down there. Man, them niggas rich, man. Like you go downtown in St. Louis, you gonna see white motherfuckers walking with briefcases, with niggas cleaning up the trash around them white folks walking downtown in them professional buildings. In Atlanta, them black people, them black folks, professional people, walking around downtown with briefcases, lawyers, you know what I'm saying, accountants, CPAs and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what they don't want no motherfuckers fucking that shit up like that, dog. They talking about free YSL. Now forget your ass out here with that bullshit, nigga. In St. Louis, I'm from a place where we wish we had wings to fly and get the fuck up out the hood, man. I wish I had wings to fly and get away from all that killing. Motherfucker, St. Louis is some grimy ass shit, man. This shit fucked up. And it's been like that. We used to get the highest murder rate every damn year, man. You know? It's a fucked up ass place to raise your kids in, man. So, you know, I look at niggas like that, like, you know, they just haven't experienced enough hood shit haven't happened to them yet. Enough hood shit ain't happened to you yet. If you still want to go back to the hood and think that shit cool. Where I'm from, even the dope dealers, nigga, if a nigga sell dope in Walnut Park and he make enough money to get out the hood, he go buy him a house in the county. You know, and get the fuck, and only come back to that motherfucker when he got to bust a move and go back to the county. Because he made enough money to get the fuck up out that motherfucker. Don't nobody be like, man, that nigga JoJo don't come back to the hood. They be like, that nigga got the fuck up out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No, any nigga that they do say that about is a nigga that really ain't from the hood, just trying to pump the hood. You know? So if a nigga get mad at a nigga in St. Louis for not coming back to the hood, he know this nigga just hood affiliated or something. But a real nigga soldier from that motherfucker, when he been putting down shit in that hood and he get out, ain't no motherfucker gonna say nothing. Even if he don't come back and get nobody. They gonna be like, that nigga made it up out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it, bro. Like, that's why, man, like I said, enough hood shit ain't happened to these niggas, bro. You know? And when they do, then they gonna do what I did when enough hood shit happened to me. They gonna say, fuck this shit. I'm gonna take care of these kids. I'm finna get the fuck out the way. That's what they gonna say. That's what Quando Rondo's saying right now. I felt him. I'm like, there you go. Now you finna be a man. Now you finna be a man. You finna get the fuck away from all this bullshit. Take care of your kids. Take care of the people that know that you know or give a fuck about you if you went and did some time. Cause when I did my time, my mama the only motherfucker that sent me some money them years I was in the joint. My mama. All these motherfuckers talking all that shit. My mama said so. It was niggas sending me money here and there. But my mother sent me money every motherfucking week. Every week. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, Tojo. Shit.
So after Atlanta, what you do when you come back?
Oh shit. Well, like I said, I turned up in Atlanta and I started, getting a lot of money, and I started getting locked up. Cause that's what come with it. You know what I'm saying? I caught a 24 grams of hard case. This junkie told on the motherfucking police it was in my ass. I put 24 grams in my ass. In my ass cheeks. Not in my ass. In my ass cheeks. And the police was looking for it. Nigga, I got locked up for that shit. I thought I was gonna go to jail forever too. That's a fat ass block of crack, nigga. I was crying and shit. I was, Lord, please! That was my first case, nigga. Shit, I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was baptized my motherfucking ass. Shit, I ain't know, but the dope finger somebody said his ass. And then, look, when I got locked up.
Dope finger said you put in your ass?
Motherfucker, yeah. Pussy ass nigga named Joe. You know what I'm saying? The police were following me, right? They would follow me back to my dope house. So I came in there, you know what I'm saying? I came in the dope house and put the motherfucking dope right on the scale. I had 3 ounces. I forgot what happened to the other 2, but I know I put the shortest one on the scale. I think that motherfucker told me that shit so he could take my dope, my other 2 ounces. But I put the 24 grams on the scale and the motherfucking blinds was moving like this, and I looked and I saw some flashlights. The motherfucker looking at me. He looking at me. You know what I'm saying? The police looking at me with the motherfucker on the scale. I said, oh shit. I got there and grabbed that motherfucker. They was like, open up the fucking door now. You know what I'm saying? I grabbed the shit and ran up the steps. Ran up the steps to the second floor. While I ran up the steps, I shoved it in my crack. You know what I'm saying? So them motherfuckers came in. This motherfucker gonna open the door. The dope fiend gonna open the door and let them motherfuckers in. Then the nigga gonna tell them they couldn't find it. They searched me, put me in a police car. I'm sitting there in the police car with the shit in my ass. This motherfucker gonna tell me. I guess he tired of them checking the house because he done hid my other 2 ounces or something. I don't know what the fuck this motherfucker did. But I know the motherfucker said, check his ass. Shit. The motherfuckers came out to the court to step out the car. I'm like, oh, I got AIDS. I told them I tried to say anything so the motherfuckers would check me. I got that package, shit. That's what I told them. I'm stupid as a motherfucker. They like, nigga, they pulled that motherfucker bingo. I said, oh, Lord, no. I didn't take that like a G. I ain't take that one like a gangster. I ain't gonna need a lie, Tojo. But yeah, so I said I gotta tell you about the downside of shit, man. Instead of glorifying this shit like everybody do. I had enough of that shit. I moved to another hood in Atlanta, and them niggas, they was on me about being in their hood selling dope, and I got into it with some niggas, had to, get into an iron fight with a couple niggas, whatever. I came back and I'm leaving out something. I met this chick that turned me out, that had me acting like a hoe ass nigga about her, right? I was stalking the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I was with her for 2 years. I was paid when I met the bitch. But I fucked her and she told me, my pussy so good, you gonna go crazy. I was like, whatever, bitch. But when I fucked her, the bitch was right. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I did go crazy. I didn't give a fuck about my money no more. I didn't give a fuck about my career. I moved in with the bitch, said, fuck my house. Moved in with her and her 2 kids. I'm going playing daddy. These my sons. Country ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing daddy to these kids. And then I start tripping off of her more than myself. Where she at? Where you at? Call her. Popping out the bitch medicine cabinet in the morning. She opened the medicine cabinet, my face right there. Bitch, where you go? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping. So she moved. I call this bitch. I get her number from somewhere. I don't know where your new house at, bitch. You know what I'm saying? This bitch, oh my God, this motherfucker crazy. So she ended up fucking one of my homeboys down there. You know what I'm saying? She was telling me, what do I have to do? Fuck one of your homeboys, you know, to one of your homeboys to prove to you that because she was the type of bitch that would never do that. Like, for real, like. And she ended up fucking my partner and made a rap song with his ass, and the bitch knew I rap. Bitch never made a song with me, nigga. I had a pre-production studio in this motherfucker. Bitch made a rap song with that one. I said, I'm gonna kill that motherfucking ass. I said, hey, fuck this. I'm smoking their ass. You know what I'm saying? So I I called my mama. I was gonna kill myself too. Now see, the reason I'm saying this shit is because when I see people do that shit, I know I was there. I was there. You might be like, why that nigga do that? But the devil can make you go crazy as a motherfucker, dog. So I called my mama, who was my dog, and I told her, I was like, mama, hey, you ain't finna be seeing me no more. Like, this is my last time talking to you. And she instantly knew, because my mama know me. She was like, motherfucker, you better not kill that bitch. She instantly. I'm finna send you some money to come home. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending you some money. You get your motherfucking ass. I ain't raised no pussy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama raised me to don't ever motherfucking let no woman overtalk you, talk louder. Don't let no woman handle you. My mama instilled that shit in me, but this was just the one that did that shit to me. And I think every nigga got that one that did it to him. You know what I'm saying? But after her, I became a fucking the trillest nigga on the planet after that bitch. Because that's a part two to this story that's gonna fuck you up. Now, that made me move back to St. Louis. So my mama was like, I'm finna go to the bus station, get you a motherfucking bus ticket. And I came back to St. Louis. I had a pistol on me that I did some dirt with. And it was just me and the pistol. And I had like $80. You know what I'm saying? Came back to St. Louis, sold the pistol $400 to this nigga in Pine Line. And I heard Chaos on the radio. I ain't seen this nigga in years. I heard this nigga on the radio. I'm like, man, I heard Big Sexy, cool DJ Chaos. I'm like, that's Chaos. I said, man, take me up to the radio station. I don't know who the fuck I was with, but I was with somebody. And I was like, take me to the radio station. So I went to the radio station. Buzzed the buzzer, and they came to the door. They was like, who is you? I said, tell Chaos, DJ Chaos, that Kemo outside. I swear he gonna come. I promise he gonna come. And they was like, man, whatever. They let me stand outside for me. I hit that motherfucker again. Like, man, I swear, please, tell him I'm out here. Tell him I'm out here. So, about 10 minutes later, Chaos come out there. He like, nigga, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? I give him a hug. He bring me in there. He put me on, he broadcast me live to the whole St. Louis. He like, this my dog, Kemo. We used to be in a group together. St. Louis, I want y'all to, you know what I'm saying? Say what's up to my boy Kemo. So, you know, I'm like, what's up? You know, what's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Shit, broken the motherfucker, fresh from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And after, you know, I did my little thing on the radio. Chaos took me outside. He was like, bro, what you doing? And I said, man, I'm up here trying to holler at you, bro. Why you ain't rapping? You on the radio. He like, because I didn't have you. I'm like, oh, shit. That's what's up, you know?
What's up, man? This your boy Q, Only Lifestyle Fashion House. Make sure you guys tap in. 111639 West Florissant. Come see us.
What's up, y'all?
We are the Gold Bar Girls.
You are now tuned in to the Big Dog Playhouse podcast
at BigDogPlayhouse.com.
Yeah, so he asked me to do a radio intro for his show, and it was like I named the song "My Block to Your Block," and I started naming a lot of cities, streets and shit in St. Louis. And that was his part. He named the streets in St. Louis. I did a verse to this beat from Sham that ended up producing Chingy right there. You know what I'm saying? So I got the beat, I did the song, and it blew up. The intro blew up. Everybody in St. Louis was saying, you know, singing my intro or whatever. And then we went to Sham, and then we got a deal with him. Made a deal with him to do some beats for our album, you know, in exchange for Chaos playing Out of Order. You remember Out of Order? Mm-hmm. You Work Some, Twerk Some.
Work
and all
Some,
that.
Twerk Some.
So we went to PD Wax and we used Chaos's pool on the radio to make things happen for our album.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, we went to PD Wax. That was the rest in peace, PD. That was my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We went to PD Wax, asked because Sham was signed to PD at that time with the group called Out of Order, and we went to PD and asked her, we'll play some of your shit on the radio if you give us some beats. So that's how we got the beats for the whole Nine's first album through Sham, through PD Wax. We went to the twins that own Saints, right?
Okay.
You know them? Danny Davis.
I know of them. Yeah. I don't know.
So we went to them and said, we'll play your artist Pretty Willie on the radio if you let us use your studio to record our album.
Okay. So y'all brought it.
So that's how Pretty Willie got played. Okay. See, people don't know this shit.
So y'all brought it.
Right. Mm-hmm. So that's how y'all heard Work Some, Twerk Some, Let Me Hit It, Let Me Hit It. That's how y'all heard all this money, all this cash. That's how y'all heard the Pretty Willie shit. Because we was brokering deals to get our shit done. Right? Those are the same cats that put Nelly out. Had Nelly before he blew. Mm-hmm. The twins.
The twins. At Saints.
At Saints, right. So we recorded our first album in the same studio Nelly recorded Country Grammar at. But they had Pretty Willie first. And see, people don't know about that. He was kind of like similar to Nelly. To me, anyway. But we are doing real good right now. Yeah.
So the whole Nine formulated at that point when you and when y'all got back together at the studio.
Yeah.
So who were y'all signed to?
We weren't signed to nobody. We had our own deal.
So who was Hella Trill Entertainment?
Hella Thrill Entertainment was our label. Me, Chaos, and my partner Chuma.
Okay.
We started. That's how we got my partner was getting money. Okay. I was getting a little bit.
The third
of money.
part.
Yeah, I was getting a little bit of money. He was getting money. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. And it was, remember Rook that owned Formula One? I know Rook was supposed to put the money behind it at first, but that was Chaos Boy. I didn't know Rook. We went to meet Rook, and Rook stood us up. So I was like, man, we ain't gotta meet none of these niggas, dog. I got partners, nigga. I'm in the streets, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, dog? Shit, I made one phone call. Hey, Chum, don't be like, bet, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my nigga Chum. He in Texas. He a personal trainer now. You know what I'm saying? So he put the change behind the whole now, but he didn't have to spend a lot of money because Chaos got the
access to radio.
He got access to the radio, and he got our studio sessions for $10 an hour. Right. That wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Back then, $10 an hour. They $10 an hour now, but back then in the big studio, that shit was like $60, $70. Mm-hmm. So all we had to do was pay the engineer to be there, and we used the studio for free. Okay. But Chuma did pay for the CDs to get pressed up, the posters, the radio advertisement, all of that shit. So that shit cost some bread. You know what I'm saying?
So for my artists that don't know you, what was the hits from the whole Nine?
My Block to Your Block, man. Come Here Derrty, Let Me Holla at You. Everybody in the Club up. Nina Pop. Those were the biggest ones. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that I, to this day, people just still can't get enough of. And then the whole album, we sold more records independent than anybody have and ever will out of St. Louis. That's not gonna happen. Nobody gonna say we sold like 200,000 independent units. That ain't gonna never happen without the help of a label. We was balling without no label. You know what I'm saying? We was like Cash Money, how they was in the pre-Universal days. Mm. We used to go to Street Side Records. We was dropping off the records ourselves to 15 Street Side stores, and we was getting money. You had to go to Street Side or Sam Goody to get it, and it wasn't everywhere. And we used to go pick up $20,000 checks. We ain't know shit about nothing either. We ain't know nothing about me. We supposed to take this $20,000 and put it back into the, we like, here go 7 for you, here go 7 for you, 7 for you. And we just go ball out. Then another one come. We just kept splitting them 3 ways when really that money was supposed to go back into financing the company. We was just some kids. We ain't expect that shit to do it go like that. We ain't know. I ain't know. It was gonna do. We saw that money. We wanted it right now, and we some kids. We ran through it, but we still got a major deal, with Universal, with MCA.
Mm-hmm. How you feel about the state of hip hop right now?
It's just it's a mirror. It's a mirror of what we created back in the day. It just mirrors what we did back in the day. People try to say this music is like this, whatever it is now, and these cats ain't teaching no lessons and they songs and all that shit. I get that. But we was doing the same shit, but then we have a little jewel lesson at the end. They just cut the fucking lesson out. It's the same shit.
The lesson, the most important part.
Yeah, but if you got 90%, I'ma kill you, 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 then the lesson. People heard I'ma kill you, I'ma kill you. That's what we didn't bump Scarface for the lesson. I'm just being I didn't play Scarface so I can learn no lesson. I played that nigga so I can hear that nigga say, it's fucked up. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. That's what I was, nigga, with my red flag, riding around in my cutty, beating that shit, looking for niggas to kill. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't learning no goddamn. None of us was. Let's be honest.
But it still was a lesson in it.
It was.
It was you may not, you probably overheard it, but it was a lesson in it. But you was getting out of what you was listening, wanted to hear.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But it still was a lesson in the music.
It was. True.
Yeah, okay.
True that. You
So
right. You
there.
definitely right,
Yeah.
bro. It was there.
It was
you
there.
know, and they had lessons in all of them. Most of the rappers did, but you had Brother Lynch talking about, I'm gonna eat your babies.
Yeah.
You know, you had, come on, it was awful. You know, you had NWA talking about Strawberry the Neighborhood Hoe and Dope Man, and I mean, you had Spice One with my murder motherfucker. I'm gonna kill your motherfucking murder
But
show.
then you had a balance of the KOS1.
I see. Now I beg to differ with you right there, Tojo, because those guys was pre these guys I'm talking about. Now the era you talking about, that was the most beautiful era in hip hop. If you ask me what's my favorite era, it was what group you just named, the KRS-One era, the Boogie Down Productions era, the Biz Markie, the Kid and Play. Where they talked about real lessons, and they wasn't talking about that other shit. And they was teaching you lessons, teaching you Black Power, teaching us love of ourselves. You had, what's the song KRS-One had where we was preaching the Bible on that? Genesis chapter 11 verse 10 explains the genealogy of Shem. Shem was a black man in Africa. If you repeat this fact, they can't laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit that we came up on that was going to end up making us great people. And I believe white people saw that. They saw that. They saw that it was making us a super race of motherfuckers over here. And they said, we got to do something about it. So they dropped this big ass bag of crack in everybody's neighborhood. That's what I think happened. And that's what, and then that fucked it up. That fucked everything up. Fucked everybody's lives up. Now women walking down the street selling their ass for it. Our teachers and women that's supposed to be working at hospitals and shit. And they was working at the damn hospitals. They was teachers. Shit. As a matter of fact, it ain't but that shit just took their ass out and messed up our whole community. And then the music reflected that. So it ain't nothing but nobody's fault. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It's the people up top fault that's looking down watching this shit.
So how you feel about rappers and singers claiming gangs today?
Man, I think claiming a gang is some shit that that you don't have no choice. It's like your choice is very slim. They're limited. You join a gang out of despair. You don't get out the hood, get $1 million and say, I want to go back to the hood and be a fucking blood dog. You don't do that. You get up there so you can pull people out of those situations. Now, for the cats that been claiming gangs since they was kids and they feel like they are part of those ranks of the gang banging, the LA gang banging, how it is, how you might see a 78-year-old Pyru, but he's a triple OG. Then you got the double up under him. Then you got the OG. Then you got the YG. Then you got the champ or whatever. And that's different. They got more of a structure with that shit. But a rapper that made millions of dollars that wants to be a gangbanger, I think that's one of the biggest atrocities in the rap game right now. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. I think and they not. those guys aren't. They don't love themselves. You can see it's proof that we can see that money don't mean shit. You know, money don't mean nothing because you can still hate yourself and have millions of fucking dollars. So what kind of nigga want to claim a gang and they done made it? They done made it like that. You gotta hate yourself.
It don't make you number more who you truly are. That's all, because you can afford to do it.
Well, they definitely ain't gang bankers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So how you feel
Them
about
niggas definitely ain't gang bangers. So I see what you're saying, Tojo. Like, basically what you're saying is like, it's making them more who they are, which is a fake ass nigga.
That's all.
It
just
okay.
pronounce it. And they can show it more and more, especially with social media and money. Yeah. But how do you feel about different races being a part of hip-hop and using the N-word?
Shit. Well, nigga is, we grew up in a segregated city. Our shit was like 1960, so we don't know nothing about how, you know, in Queens, all these different melting pots of races grow up together. We don't know nothing about that. Or in LA, how it's like that in LA, where it's a melting pot. Everybody, you know, so they may be comfortable with a motherfucker saying nigga. But I think that nobody should use that word if they ain't black. If you ain't no, and there's a word that we own, it's our shit. Nigga is our word. We don't own shit else in this country except for the word nigga. So for those that be like, I ain't gonna say it no more, that's cool. But I'm gonna say nigga, you know, like Paul Mooney say, I'm gonna say it, make my teeth white when I say that shit. Nigga. Shit. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm always say that shit. I'm always say nigga because it's ours. We own it outright. And if a white motherfucker can sit up here and say nigga, and you got those white people that say, I'm gonna say it, I don't care what anybody thinks, they don't know how I grew up, they don't know my struggle, they don't know me. I be hearing motherfuckers say that. So them people, I say, if you love black people like you say you do, you grew up around us, think about the ones that don't want you to say that. What about us? So you don't give a fuck about some black people, but you white. You give a fuck about the ones that like that you care about the ones that don't mind you saying nigga. Them the only ones you care about. You a racist ass devil motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? If you're not gonna care about every last one of us, I don't care how you grew up. That's some bullshit. Why wouldn't you love me? I don't want you saying it, and I'm black. You don't love us enough to not say it, motherfucker? You don't love us. Get your motherfucking ass on somewhere, cracker. And I love white people now. I got some white people that I love. Not all of them motherfuckers, but I got some white people that's mine. They understand it. You know, they get it. Just like with the LGBT shit. I don't want to keep talking. They'll cut this shit off. You know.
Top 5 rappers dead or alive, though.
Top 5 rappers dead or alive. Pop, Nas, Chuck D, KRS-One, and Rakim.
That's a list right there. Top 5 DJs.
Top 5 DJs? Mm-hmm. Shit.
Now let us take your hip hop card in that, dog.
Shit, man. DJ Premier.
Okay.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
There you go. Dig in the crates then. Make me know it.
DJ Scholar Rock.
Okay.
You said top 5.
It's your list. You can stop it when you want to.
Shit. I can start. I can keep going. DJ Jimmy. DJ Magic Mike.
There you go.
Motherfucker. DJ Paul.
Okay. 3-6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go. What's your take on social media?
Social media wrong. I like it. I mean, I like social media. It's new. I mean, you got to be with the times. You got to be with what's going on. Social media is what's going on, and it can be used for good. It can be used for evil.
Like all other things.
It's like all other things.
It's your choice.
It's your choice.
Like Jay Prince said.
People talk about what's on social media. You know, I have a little problem with my kids sometimes. Stuff coming up on their feed, and I got to figure out how to do that. How to really do it. I can do the restricted mode, but then you hit restricted and you still see shit that you don't want to look at. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's that? You know, what the fuck? Well, how did I hear that? I got your phone on restricted. They think you can hear that? You know, so that's the one thing I don't like about it. You know, but, you know, a lot of things that you search in Google, when you do your Google searches and stuff like that, if you're searching the wrong things, then the wrong things going to come up, you know, as suggestions to you. So, if you look at the right stuff, you wouldn't have no problem. If you type in the right keywords and search words, then you won't have no problem. Get your mind out the damn gutter.
How you feel about internet beefing?
I like it. I like that shit. I think that shit raw. Because it's getting motherfuckers paid. You know what I'm saying? It's getting people money. They used to sell crack. So it's the lesser of two evils. It's fucked up in the sense that, you know, it's teaching certain people that that's cool, or for people that really believe in it and think it's real, you know. But on the other hand, you know, if I used to sell rocks to my own people, but I can get on the internet and be like, fuck that puss ass nigga, eat a dick, bitch, you know, the whole ass nigga, you know what I'm saying, and make $1 million from that. Hey, I just stay out the way.
So in essence, you saying you'll do anything for money?
Fuck no, I'll do anything for money except for a homosexual act. Damn near anything, yep.
So you don't got no more.
Damn near. Rather than, no, I got morals.
I'm asking. I'm saying you said you'd do anything but a homosexual act.
A homosexual act or killing a motherfucker. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, or killing a motherfucker, killing, you know, I
got you.
The things that you would normally not expect a motherfucker to do for money. You can give me $1 billion, and I will put it like this: you can give me $1 billion. I'm probably one of the only niggas who can stand on this and say this, and it be the real. You give me $1 billion, and I won't commit no kind of act with a man. I got a homeboy that say, nigga, for $4 million, I'll fuck a nigga in his ass. And there's a whole lot of niggas. I wouldn't let a nigga fuck me. I wouldn't do shit with no nigga for $1 billion. A trillion. You give me you know why? Because for one reason, if I got $1 trillion from letting a nigga suck my motherfucking, you know, commit fellatio or any kind of act. Exactly. And number two, for however that long money don't last, it could be 200-300 years from now. They gonna be like, how y'all rich? Well, your great-great-granddaddy Kemo sucked a dick. Fuck that. You let a nigga suck his dick? No. That'll never be the money is gonna intensify the legacy. What the fuck? I'm gonna really be remembered for the shit now? Hell no. I don't give a fuck how much money you give me. It's not gonna happen. See what I'm saying?
What's your take on Whack 100?
He's the nigga who I just described, because I had to actually understand the brother. You know what I mean? I think everything he doing, he like, man, the shit that I have done in my life, he probably like, man, the way I sliced that nigga throat the back, you know what I'm saying? Or the way I did this shit back in the day that wasn't right, this is a cakewalk for me. He probably thinking like that. So he just gonna talk shit. If it's bringing him money, you know, he making his bread, you know, and I wouldn't do it. Don't get it twisted. Especially if I'm sitting already, if I got a bag like him already, I wouldn't take that goddamn route. Me personally, fuck nah, I wouldn't do that shit. Just get on line talking about niggas and hot, you know, that shit sounds stupid as a motherfucker to me, you know. But some of it is entertaining, you know. Some of it's entertaining, but overall, you got guys like Lil Baby that's 20. What is this nigga? 26. That got 10,000 times the maturity as this nigga Whack 100. You feel me? So that for that right there, that's not a good look to be a 44-year-old nigga talking about power. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't a good look. But where they're from, it is though. I'm just saying from my perspective here, being in St. Louis and growing up where I grew up, it's not that's not something that I would think a 44-year-old man should be doing at that stage in his life.
Yeah. What about Charleston White?
I like that nigga. I like dude, man. I like him because he say a lot of shit that I don't agree with, but the shit that I do agree with that he says outweighs the things that I don't. Okay, they outweigh the things that I don't agree with, But Charleston White is He tell it like he feel. He telling it like it is. He just want to end. I ain't never seen nobody come and want to be against gang banging like that, and it will stand up against gang bangers and people that are participating in that lifestyle. And for him to do that, I think that's commendable right there in itself for a man to just take that stance and stand up. Anybody that stand on what they believe in and just stand on that shit, I respect him. Like Whack 100. I respect that about him. He stand on that shit. Whatever it is, whatever he feel like he's saying, I believe that he really standing on that shit, So.
So do you agree with the snitching?
Do I agree with who snitching?
The Charleston White snitching.
With him snitching on that dude? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I wouldn't do it. I just did 2 years for a nigga and then snitch on. We call my sister right now. My sister tell you, I was telling you to snitch on that motherfucker. I was going to go down there and tell on him, and you wouldn't do it. My sister be on the phone calling from jail. Tell on that nigga. What you do? I swear to God. I'll be like, shut the fuck up on this motherfucking phone, Angie. I get my sister going to be bugging up when she see this shit. Because you remember, sis, you be like, shut the fuck up on this goddamn phone. I did a whole year and a half for that nigga. And that nigga was going around paying motherfuckers and shit, trying to pay my mama, give my mama money. I had to call that nigga, be like, dude, quit doing that, motherfucker. This is me as a man. Like, nigga, stop doing that, nigga. You ain't paying me to shut the fuck nigga. But Charleston White is a civilian. He's not a fucking gang. He's not a street nigga. He wasn't with nobody that did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? He's showing these motherfuckers that you can't, nigga, you can't make no threats. Don't be making no threats on the internet, nigga. Take care of your business. Handle your business, bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna get your whole ass locked up, nigga. I'm a civilian. I ain't no motherfucking, I ain't in the streets. I'm getting your puss ass locked up now. Why you ain't do nothing? You on here saying something. That's what I get out of it.
If I'm correct, you was in this podcasting thing, Wayne?
Yeah, let me holler at you podcast.
Okay.
.com. Go to the website, yeah.
That's what's up. So how do you feel about people calling podcasts gossipers?
Once again, maybe it is. Shit. Maybe it is. But I tell you this much, when you mention a motherfucker's name like Nelly, or because I used to say that, but then when I see Whack 100 talks about Ray J, Whack 100 talks about Mariah Carey, okay, Kim Kardashian, okay, those names, when you put them in a search engine, brings money, it brings people. So that's why motherfuckers are talking about all these people, and it's making them money. And the shit that we've done to get money, what the fuck? That's what I'm saying. The shit that I've done to get money. You feel me? The shit that I'm judging from the shit that I've done to get bread. Rob a motherfucker. Pull a gun on a motherfucker, say, bitch ass nigga, count down from 5. You know what I'm saying? 4, 3, 2, and bitch ass nigga, where this shit at? This is shit that we've done to get paper. So, when I see a nigga talking about a motherfucker all day to get paper, I used to say, that's some bitch ass shit, but then look at the things I've done. How can I judge that man? You know?
Well, you lived in Africa, huh?
Nah, I got a house in Africa, and my wife is there. I married an African woman in Uganda. So I flew to Africa, and I married my wife. Shout out to my boo. You know what I'm saying? Stella.
She's still your wife right now?
Hell yeah. Okay. I love her to death. I'm madly in love for the first time in my life. You know what I'm saying? An African woman, she's from the tribe of Buganda. Google the Buganda tribe. And those women are very respectful to their man. They know how to be a strong woman. See, here in America, we think being a strong woman is a woman that's going to talk back to you, tell you, try to motherfucking use her bravado when she talk to you, put your chest out and stick a chest out at you and all that shit. That's a weak motherfucking bitch to me. You know what I'm saying? A strong woman is a woman that shut the fuck up when I'm saying something. You know what I'm talking about? Cook my goddamn food. You know what I'm saying? Clean up my motherfucking house. You know what I'm talking about? And be intelligent as fuck. And take my leadership so I can make her great. So we can both be great together. You know what I'm talking about? And she understands the power in a man to lead, especially when he leading her right. A man could be able to tell you what to do as long as he telling you right. Now, when that nigga start telling you wrong, that's what make him a bitch ass nigga. But every single way I lead my wife is in the correct way, like a king. You know what I'm saying? Like a king. That's why I leads her, and she follows. And in some instances, I'm gonna follow her as she lead. But she's a strong woman to be able to endure, to never talk back, to never raise her voice, to be so feminine. These women here missing femininity in their life. They ain't even feminine no more. You know, my wife probably the most feminine woman that I've seen, boy, in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? She's so feminine and delicate. You know, one of them type of women. Like you slap her, she ain't gonna fight nobody. She ain't gonna say nothing bad about nobody. I can't get her to talk bad about one person, no matter what I do. What you think about this person? I could say it's Hitler. I could be like, what you think about Hitler? Well, he probably had some problems in his life or something, that made him that way, I'd be like, boy, you're a beautiful person.
That's cool.
So I advise every brother over here to get them African woman. And that's messed up, because I love my sisters over here, but we have messed them up too much as men. You know what I'm saying? I think it's our fault the way that the women are there, the way they're over here. That's what I think. I believe that. I understand a lot of stuff Kevin Samuels and all them brothers, rest in peace, they be talking about, but things that they do are basically because of what we done. Like it's always a man at the root of all their problems.
So how long you was over there before you married her? Or how long was your experience over there? Or you go back and forth?
Well, I went over there to marry her. I went for 3 weeks. Then I came back home, visited her for about another month, about 4 months after that. And then I just went back a couple months ago. I stayed for a month, Okay. But now her I-130 is approved, so she about to be here.
Okay.
You got to fill out the I-130. You got to go through the process to get your wife here once you marry her. You know what I'm saying? So I've been waiting about a year for that application. It got approved. It just got approved last month. And, you know what I'm saying? She should be here by Christmas.
Okay. So that's what it is. So if you had the power to change anything with one snap of the finger, what would it be?
The murder and death in the streets. That's easy.
Okay. That's what's up. What does the word character mean to you?
The who?
Character.
The word character?
Yeah.
It means a couple things. You could be a fucking character that run around doing all kind of left-handed ass shit. Or you can have a motherfucker, or you can be a person with character, which is an attribute, a trait in people. Sometimes it can be a person with good character, a person with bad character.
The best advice you ever received, who gave it to you?
Myself.
Shit. Yourself?
Yeah.
What was it?
Respect the son.
Respect the son?
Yep.
Respect the son. That's a powerful situation. The son. The son is a powerful entity. So what's the lesson in respecting the son?
Understand that it was made for you. And never say that it's hot out there. Because it's never hot.
It's never hot.
It's never ever hot.
It feeds you the melody. It feeds your melody.
That's right.
That's what it do. No, I got it. I'm truly with you. I
You
go
should
talk
look
to
at
it
it.
every morning.
Me too.
Yes, sir.
I knew it was something
Go look
about you,
for
brother.
it. I'm looking for it.
I looked directly into his rays. And do you and the things that it does to you when you look at it. Yeah. Man, we probably don't even need to put that out.
Yeah, I pray to the sun.
Me too.
Yeah. Even if it ain't out, it's out for me.
That's right.
My sun shine every day.
My brother.
And
that's what make us brothers.
That's what that is.
That's what make anybody that give reverence to the sun. Right. It's my brother.
Yeah. What's the most important thing in life in taught you?
Oh man. Keep searching for knowledge. No matter what. Keep searching. Keep asking questions.
Yep.
Never stop asking questions about everything.
Yep. That's what it is. So why is it that you do what you do, Playboy?
Because I'm in a place where there is nothing but opportunity. And I realized that wholeheartedly when I went to Africa. You know, I learned not to complain here. It ain't nothing to complain about in this motherfucker, dog. It ain't nothing but bread everywhere. Get it. Get that shit. It's a motherfucker somewhere right now smiling in a village with nothing. And this nigga smiling. I saw it. I couldn't believe that shit. I couldn't believe the amount of poverty that Africa got, bro. You gotta see it with your own eyes. There's nothing I can explain. When you go over that motherfucker, I'm telling you, it's gonna change everything about you. Just seeing those people hurting like that with your own eyes. It's way different than on TV. It ain't nothing like that. When you ride, put it like this. You can go from here to Kansas City and look on both sides of you and see nothing but fucking dog. When I say dog, man, people fucked up. A lot of them, millions of them, nigga, on each side of you with nothing. When I say nothing, man, that shit gonna make you cry hard as a motherfucker. And I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you got some heart, dog, you go to that motherfucker and see that shit. But then they got places where it's like this though. You see what I'm saying? But the opposite end of the spectrum, when you see that, man, dog, if you got a paved road and a motherfucking some water to drink, nigga, you ball. You're a millionaire for real. And you don't even know it. If you got a paved road in front of you and some fucking water to drink, nigga, some cold ice water with some ice in it, nigga, You got three classes here. You got upper class, middle class, lower class. They made that shit. This is a construct that they created. It ain't none of that shit over there. Ain't none of that shit, nigga. You belong to a class over here. Under 50,000, that's poverty. Under 50,000. 50,000 and under, you're impoverished. So this motherfucker's talking about, I'm in poverty, dog. I gotta go get some food stamps. Nigga, you can go get a fucking card with some food on that motherfucker every month. What? Nigga, that's the problem of a first world. Ain't none of that shit over there. And there's millions of niggas. Man, boy. Man, please.
Anything that we didn't touch that you want to touch before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, you know, I do want to say this. Lil Nas X is something I'm going to show my kids. I'm going to show my kids that I want my kids to. Lil Nas X got 2 videos, right? Look, I'm gonna say this before I go. He got a video where he twerking on the devil, right? You know what I'm talking about?
I heard about it.
Okay. Then he got another video where he in jail with some gay dudes dancing, and they, and I'm gonna show both of my kids both of them videos.
For what point?
And I want them to study it because the world is showing us that if you practice that type of lifestyle, you're going to end up twerking on the devil and going to prison. That's the last thing I want to say, my brother.
Check that out. Where they can reach you at social media, my brother?
Say what?
Where they can reach you at on social media?
The Real Michael Raxon. The Real Michael Raxon. THREALMICHAEL. Raxon. Like, getting them racks. Yeah, that's me on all social media platforms, man.
Yeah. So you got any new music you putting out?
Yeah, I got I just about to shoot the video for that single that feels so good, you know what I'm saying? Sitting on racks like a lot of shoes. Where the ladies? You're hanging with a lot of dudes. I don't do niggas. All you niggas do is hate the fucking clique, cause every clique full of snakes. Niggas turn his face singing like Macy Gray, but then I lose my name ringing like Lacey Clay. If you check my rap sheet, boy, you wouldn't believe it. Now I'm getting this legal cheese with my Pekingese. Thinking back to when I drove a Honda in my Rubicon, about to catch a flight to Uganda, nigga.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm talking about, shawty?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Thanks for kicking in the Playhouse, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all be easy, man. It's been a good one.
For sure.
Yeah.
And like we do at this time, watch your thoughts because they become your words. Watch your words because they become your actions. Watch your actions because they become your habits. And watch your habits because it becomes your character. And please guard your character because it becomes who and what you truly are in this limited universe we all dwell upon. See you when I'm looking at you. Peace, 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 and we out.
Yes.
But later on, when it cooled off, we came down and made a